Joined with UNI assistant coach Brad Nelson as we talk Panther hoops today. And coach, your ladies went on the road and got 2 wins in conference action, and the offense really got going in your Sunday win over Indiana State, shooting 54% as a whole. What did you see from the offense in these 2 victories on the road?
Well, it was a great weekend for us, Brad. As you just mentioned, I thought in both games that our shot selection was really good. And the thing that we really like right now is we just have so many kids contributing. I've done this for quite a while. And sometimes when you have 1 or 2 kids that you depend upon, it can put some pressure on the team. But, right now, I think against Indiana State, Ellie Howell had 2 points. But yet, like you talked about, we had such an efficient offensive game. So we're not dependent on any one player. We're getting lots of contributions across the board. And I really like when we're not turning it over. Our shot selection is really good right now.
Taylor Hagan, your senior down in the post. She's had efficient games throughout this season, but had a huge game on Sunday. 18 points in that game against Indiana State. Yeah,
as a senior, I told Taylor after the game it's probably the best game of her career, and I think it was. She was terrific, and it was really a neat thing because against Evansville, they play so small that we actually didn't start Taylor. We matched their smallness and small lineup, and she still got in that game, but for her to come back against Indiana State, who has a post presence, and she was really efficient down on the block. She gave a defensive presence as well, but it was fun to see her finish down around the basket because we're going to need that going forward. But we'll continue to work through her and Cynthia down there, and you got to steal those points down there in the paint.
As you talk offense, you got to think of the consistency of this year's team, and that really goes to Carly Rucker and Michaela Morgan. Those 2 have been steady, especially since conference play has fired up. What have you seen from them since you turned the calendar to 2019?
Yeah, as you mentioned, Carly has been terrific offensively all year. Michaela struggled a little bit in the non-conference, but she has just taken her game to a new level. If you look at her numbers right now, they're as efficient as any guard that we've ever had. She's shooting 58% or something from the field. She's about 46 from 3. Her free throw shooting is above 90. She's rebounding the ball. She's just playing at a special level. So those 2 give us a nice 1-2 punch. But then you have Ellie, and then you have Taylor, what she did for us inside, and a lot of other kids that can contribute. And that's why we're excited as we head down the stretch.
All right, we'll have more with UNI assistant coach Brad Nelson come up. We'll touch on newcomers Cynthia Wolf, like we mentioned earlier, and some other returners and top producers for the Panthers. That's all coming up here on Panther Sports Talk.